p applied that to x. Like when you do the number x and then you change that 2 times.
I'll have to help you in a minute. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's hard for me to look at a blank problem and say, like, for sure if you're doing it right or not. Okay, solve for x. So these are trapezoids. Okay, and so trapezoids, you can kind of look and tell what's going on here. So if we know one of the angles is 80, where is the other 80? What angle is 80? P. Okay, you can kind of see that they look alike. Okay, and so if those two are 80, then what does the top and bottom have to be? So these ones we say if they're both on top.
Okay, you gotta be 80.
So both top or both bottom. Then they're equal. Okay? If you have one top, one bottom in the picture that we don't know, then they add up to 180. Okay? So that is the rule for trapezoids. Okay? So we can look at this and say, if you didn't know that this one was 80, do we have both bottom, both top, or one of each? One of each, which means that they're going to add up to be 180. So you could add this one to this one, and they should equal 180. So I got negative 14 plus 19x. I did it wrong. Plus the 80 degrees equals 180. Okay, so you ask yourself, do you have both top, both bottom, or one of each? Okay, and that's the general rule for trapezoids. Okay, and so we look and say, well, what can we combine? And I can combine this 80 and this 14 to give me 66 plus 19x equals 180. Okay, and then I subtract 66 from both sides. So I got 19x equals 114. And what's our last step always to do? Divide by 19. Okay, so x equals 6. Do we stop or keep going?
Stop.
We stop. Okay, it wanted us to solve for x, and we did just that. Bree, you with us? You done writing? Okay. Did you write this? Okay. We got 3 more. Okay, find angle K. So, are they both top, both bottom, or one of each? One of each, which means they do what? They're look at the rule. Okay, so are they both top or both bottom? If so, they're equal. Or if we have one top, one bottom, they add up to 180. So what is it? They add up to 180. Okay, so we're going to say 12x plus 2 plus 10 plus 16x equals 180. Okay, what can we combine? So 12x and a 16x is going to give me 28x. What else can we combine? The 2 and 10 to give me 12. Okay, so I got 28x plus 12 equals 180.
Minus 12.
Minus 12 from both sides. Okay, so I got 28x equals, and 180 minus 12 is 168. So I got 28x equals 168.
Right.
Divide by 28. got x equals 6. Do we stop or keep going? We keep going. We're trying to find angle K. And what is angle K? 10 plus 16x, and our x is 6. $106. Okay, our last section is about triangles, okay, and there are 6 different verbiages, okay? How many answers should you have on all these problems? 2. Okay, so we have an isosceles. What do we know about an isosceles?
2 sides are the same.
2 sides, same. An equilateral.
All sides are equal.
Yep, so all sides, same. We got a scaling.
All different.
All different. Okay, and then there's 3 more. So you should pick 1 from this category. Okay, you need 1 from this category and 1 from this category for all of your problems. Okay, we got a right. What do we know about a right?
It's a 90.
90 degrees.
90 degrees. Okay, and it's going to look straight up and down with a square. Yeah. You go straight there and come straight back because you're not supposed to. We got an acute. What do we know about acute?
They're below 90.
Yeah, okay, so they're less than 90. And so they're going to look like pretty small. Okay, you can see that that's less than a straight up and down. And then we have an obtuse.
Which is greater than 90.
Yep, so bigger than 90. And so it's going to look way bigger than 90, okay? That would be 90 going straight up and down, okay? So if we look at 21, is it an isosceles, equilateral, or scaling?
Isosceles.
It's an isosceles, okay? We look at the sides. It has 2 tick marks for the sides, and so we know it's an isosceles. Is it an obtuse, acute, or right?
Right.
It's right. It's got a square. Okay, and you always go with the biggest angle that you can see. Okay? So it's an isosceles right, and you don't have to write them all out. All of these are separate letters, so you could just write IR. Okay? It's just too much to spell. Okay, and then if we look at 23, I got one side is 5.5, another is 5.5, and another is 5.5. It's an equilateral, okay, and then I got the degrees are 60, 60, and 60. It's a cube. Okay, and so same thing, you can just write EA for your answer. I'm okay with that.